Hello everyone, welcome to Energy First Golf. Today in this video we're going to talk about, a lot of people ask me, what do they mean when I hear players say, hey, I'm accelerating and I'm decelerating. And the truth is, when they're talking about, remember, when good players or tour players, when they're talking about that, chances are, remember, if you're a professional player, you're already in what? The spin and trajectory control stage. We already know when you learn golf, there's three stages: the power struggle stage, the speed and distance control stage, and spin and trajectory control stage. Understanding right now, if I do two movements, the first movement and second movement, they're all accelerating, but the two speeds are very different. One is slow acceleration, one is fast acceleration. Is there a deceleration? Yes. My hips, when my hips get to here, it's gonna decelerate, it's gonna stop. But when you hear tour player, when they talk about acceleration, deceleration, they're really talking about what I call the zip, because they try to control the spin and trajectory. Again, don't forget we have our own gloves right now. We have our own belt. Because what you will need to do, understanding is that Energy First, Impact Later, we're a complete teaching system. We want you to understanding that when you train your body, you have to understand how do you rotate your body from center and correctly allow the energy absorb, which is lagging, and continue to rotate and release. As you can see right now, my body rotation, this position, and my body rotation at this position is actually different. But when you're learning golf, you have to learn how do you turn your body fully. But the truth is, most amateurs, you're not turning your body because you're just using your arms and hitting the ball. You don't have any sense of internal speed. Okay? So, what does it mean when a tour player talk about accelerate and decelerate? So think about this right now. We already know if my body rotation from here to here, and once I full turn, I can come up like this. But if I say I'm going to weight transfer and I'm going to turn to here and then stop my upper torso rotation, they're two different things. But once I get to here, if I do stop my upper torso rotation, guess what's coming down? So in other words, my upper torso rotation has stopped, has decelerated, and then my arms accelerate. But look at the position I'm in. So if my arms accelerate in this position, chances are I'm hitting a cut shot. Right? Because if my arms stopping at here, my body stopped here, my arms is not going to go out this way. It's going to come in here like this, going inside. So that's what a 12 player mean when they say, I'm accelerating, I'm decelerating. Okay? And the truth is, when they swing the driver, the body usually turn to here. And so the upper torso decelerates what? Here. So I know there's a lot of information out in the golf world, but very careful. You have to understand what you're learning and there's a benefit for you, right? Again, the best way I always tell people, you always ask yourself, what stage am I at? Am I power struggle stage? Am I at speed and distance control stage? Or am I at trajectory and spin control stage? Usually the power struggle and the speed and distance control kind of go very quickly right next to each other. But the spin and trajectory control, it takes a while. You really have to understanding the speed and trajectory, speed and distance control really well. So yes, if you're a good player, you can absolutely have a manipulation of your weight transfer speed, rotational speed, know when to stop, when to finish, and know when to release or when to hold off. A hold-off movement is exactly what they say. I'm decelerating. I'm holding off. Right? So when they hit a flop shot, they might do a kind of scooping movement, in which we talked about that would be a cut release. So yes, once you understand how to control the body, you can absolutely control the outcome. But if you're learning incorrectly, if your recognition, everything, your sensitivity is based on your upper body, your shoulders, and your chest and your arms, forget it. I mean, really, I walk around the whole range everywhere I go. I don't see a lot of people swinging. I see a lot of people hitting the ball. There's very little weight transfer and body rotational movement. There's always a lot of arms, The reason why, because most people, if you do have coaches, if you look at what I call the internet, a lot of people do only teach what I call the external mechanics, as you can see from our previous video. So please understanding, there are a lot of information out there. You have to ask yourself, is this working for me, or what stage am I at, or is this just the wrong information? Or how do I get clarification on this particular information? All right. So when people talk about acceleration and deceleration, they are really talking about how do they control spin and trajectory. But if you have a power struggle, if everything coming from arms, forget it. There's no way you're going to understand. So golf is just, again, like I say, it's hard to learn golf. If you hit the ball, it's hard. If you learn how to swing, it's hard. It just depends on which way you want to go. And if you have any questions, leave a comment and click like and subscribe to our channel. Click on this button, and we also have 2 recommended videos for you guys to watch. And I will see you next time.